For nearly a decade, the Walking Dead fandom has been haunted by the brutal and divisive death of Glenn Rhee, and even more so by the franchise's handling of the man who killed him, Negan Smith. With the universe expanding through spin-offs like Dead City and Daryl Dixon, long-standing debates have reignited about whether justice has ever truly been served. Yet, while many fans still clamor for vengeance, The Walking Dead may have already addressed their concerns, just not in the way they expected. Negan's redemption journey divides the fandom. Ever since Negan bludgeoned Glenn to death in the Season 7 premiere, a sizable portion of the fandom has refused to accept any effort to redeem him. Although he's evolved considerably since his introduction, helping communities, sacrificing for others, and forming uneasy alliances, some fans argue that nothing he does can atone for that one horrific act. Still, Dead City has given Negan more humanity than ever. From mentoring a young girl named Ginny to mourning her tragic death, he's been reshaped into a figure of empathy. But the franchise's effort to transform Negan into a multidimensional character continues to stir controversy. For those who loved Glenn, no arc, no matter how well written, can erase the pain of that loss. Maggie's reluctance reflects the larger debate. Glenn's widow, Maggie, has twice had the chance to kill Negan. In the original series, she backed down after realizing the man who once terrorized communities was now broken and regretful. In Dead City, history repeated itself. Despite having the perfect opportunity to end Negan's life, she hesitated once more. Some argue this indecision betrays Maggie's character, especially given her long-standing grief and anger. Others see it as emotional growth, a sign she understands that vengeance wouldn't bring true closure. Either way, her repeated choice not to kill Negan mirrors the viewer's own internal struggle, punish him, or accept that time and pain have changed him. The franchise's subtle acknowledgement of Glenn's legacy. What many may have missed is that The Walking Dead isn't ignoring Glenn's death, it's honoring it in a more nuanced way. Negan's suffering isn't always loud or violent, but it is constant. He's lost his family, is unable to live in peace, and carries the burden of his past like a scar. His agony over Ginny and his permanent estrangement from Annie and their son show how deeply he's paying for his sins. But even more troubling is how Glenn's legacy is being handled through his son, Herschel Rhee. Instead of becoming the hero fans hoped for, Herschel has been painted as a morally ambiguous young man, aligning himself with dangerous forces like the Dama. This twist is deeply unsettling, especially for those who wanted to see Glenn's goodness carried forward through his family. The real missed opportunity: Herschel's arc. Rather than dwelling on revenge, The Walking Dead could best serve Glenn's memory by developing Herschel into a character worthy of his father's legacy. As it stands, the boy's journey feels like a tragic betrayal, both to Glenn and the audience. He's become more of a wild card than a symbol of hope, and Maggie's continued trauma only adds to the disillusionment. There's still room to redeem this narrative. Herschel's alliance with dangerous figures could be explained as youthful rebellion or a desperate need for control. But if Dead City continues down this path, without course-correcting, Glenn's influence on the world he helped save might disappear entirely. Negan isn't off the hook, but he's already paying. Despite his redemption arc, Negan is far from forgiven in universe, or in the eyes of many fans. But perhaps that's the point. Rather than killing him off as a form of justice, The Walking Dead has chosen to make him live with everything he's done, isolated, broken, and constantly punished by the consequences of his past. Whether that's enough depends on who you ask. But while vengeance may be loud, the quiet pain of remorse, isolation, and moral reckoning is sometimes a harsher sentence. For better or worse, The Walking Dead didn't forget about Glenn. It just told his justice story in a more tragic, complicated way, and most viewers didn't even notice.